Hello everyone. Have you ever sold a stock and watched the price suddenly drop like a stone? You think it's because you sold a large quantity, but JC Livermore, one of the greatest mind ever and as far as the stock trading is concerned, realized something deeper. He said markets don't crash because of selling, markets crash because there is no one to buy and there is no one to absorb that huge selling. In one of his trades, what he did was he dumped 2 million bushels of wheat and prices began to fall faster than expected, not because of how much he sold but because there was no one to absorb it. In his words, such being the case, what was the only thing he could do? Of course, what he did was kept selling and the markets kept going down. He kept selling and the markets kept going down, and there was no one to buy the stock, and there was a huge vacuum of demand which was left. There is a core trading truth in this scenario which says that in a high liquidity market, even massive sell orders get absorbed, but when there's no interest, no buyers, you sell, hit the order like a rock through a glass, the price just breaks. And Livermore didn't rely on rumors or tips. He said experience gives you the best tips. Observation tells you a lot more about the stock market rather than reading books. Of course, reading a book helps, but after reading a book, what you have to do is you have to experience there, you have to observe, you have to think like a trader or an investor. If you have huge losses, then you should cut the losses first and let the profit ride go on. So that's what JC Livermore taught us. Watching group behavior, he would spot on one stock laggard behind this sector. He once noticed a motor stock, Chester, that again stayed flat while all others were flying. So he also told that even during a bull market, the whole group of stock rises, and even if one stock doesn't rise in that group, then there is something fishy. There's something that you have to research upon. That's a warning, as he told. And something he told to just get out of the market. As one broker told him, if I see a train coming at almost 60 miles an hour, I don't keep walking on the track, I sidestep. That's not just the wisdom, that's the survival in the market. If you think that there's something fishy in the market, don't just stay on the track, which means don't just stay on the stock being invested. Get out of the stock as soon as possible. So these are some important timely lessons which JC Livermore taught us. Thank you.